everybody! Today we are here with our review of the Naked Basics eyeshadow, what do you call this? Eyeshadow palette. I was like, duo? Nope, it's got too many.
Naked Basics eyeshadow palette.
And this has been out for 2
years at least. I mean, it came out pretty soon after the first Naked palette, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But anyways, we'll just start with it.
I'm gonna do a... These are all the colors. There are 6 colors.
5 matte and 1
Kind of
shimmery. No, it's pretty shimmery, I would say. Okay.
And it also has a mirror, but we're just not going to show you the mirror because we don't want to blind you guys.
Mirror. Look, ta!
It has a nice mirror though.
It's really big for a little palette. I mean,
it takes up the whole top.
The mirror takes up like the whole top part of the palette, so
the whole top section.
I mean, it's not huge, but it's good size.
And I believe like this is one of the perfect palettes for traveling. Like anytime I'm going anywhere.
Travel size.
The only thing about if you're traveling, make sure you put it in a bag by itself because it gets super dirty.
Yeah. I like the way it feels, but it does catch everything.
It doesn't feel like any of the other Naked palettes. Like this one's plastic. I know the first one in the Naked palette isn't
like
kind of
velvet,
and then the other two are tin.
This is just like smooth plastic.
Smooth plastic. I kind of like it.
It's got like a rubberized feel to it. It's not rubber, but it's like got like a rubberized
plastic
feel to it.
Yeah, kind of smooth.
And it sucks when you open it.
I have hit so many shadows opening this thing in it. I don't know if you can see like the nicks in it.
But yeah, it's like
always. That's the bad thing about this is like the packaging's not that great, and you always when I go
run
to
your
open
fingers through it because it's so hard to open.
You kind of have to stick your fingernail under this little.
I have broke my fingernail a couple times trying to open this thing.
It sucks. If you have acrylic nails, don't even try.
Okay, now onto the colors and the actual.
The first color is Venus, which is the only shimmery color in the palette. It's this one right here. Ignore my ugly fingernails. I need to repaint them.
Yeah, I do too. We have not had time to paint our fingernails this week.
Maybe I should just take it off. But anyways.
It looks kind of tan in the package, right? But I'm actually wearing it today, and it's like a shimmery white.
Nice white shimmery. I think it's almost the prettiest color in the whole.
I like to use it as a highlight usually, and in the inner corner too.
And like I was putting it on, I was like, I can't see this. Like it did, and then I turned my head, and it's like shimmery.
It's pretty, yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's just hard to see when you're looking straight on for some reason.
And then the second color is Foxy. Yeah, just this one right here. There, it's like a yellow color.
Yeah, it's like a yellow.
It's a matte yellow.
Matte yellow.
It's, I don't know what it reminds me of. Kind of like butter. Except not as bright as butter. Cause
like it kind of blends in with my skin tone. And like I'm wearing it today on my lid. But like it just kind of like cancels out any other color. Like
and all your veins, yeah.
Yeah. Like I just used it as a lid color.
It's a good base or lid color. Mm-hmm. And also...
Okay, and then the third color is... It's Walk of Shame. It says WOS in the package, I guess because they can't fit Walk of Shame, but it's this one right here. And it's a neutral color. I mean, like, it's pretty much the exact same color as your eyelid. Foxy's a little bit yellow. Walk of Shame's more tan.
Like a nude.
Yeah, nude,
but it
white,
pretty much
tan.
matches your eyelid.
Yeah.
So I use it as a base also.
I do too. Like, when I'm using other eyeshadows, I'll just cover my eyelid with that just to... blend everything together a lot of times.
And the next color is Naked 2, which I'm not really sure when it's called Naked 2 because there wasn't a Naked 2 palette when this came out.
There might have been.
Is Naked 2 in Naked 2? No. Mm-mm. I guess it's a little bit different than the Naked in the original palette, so they called this one Naked 2.
Anyways, it's like, it's darker than Walk of Shame. It's a brown color.
This one definitely shows up on your eyelid. Like, I mean, it's not like really out there.
I used it all over my lid today. Like, as pretty much the main color.
Or what, your lid or your crease?
Lid.
Lid, okay.
Well, we'll tell you all about our looks at the end, too.
And then the next one is Faint. It's like a dark... brown. I think of chocolate.
Yeah,
every time I see this color.
Sometimes it kind of reminds me of like mocha, but I think it's a little bit lighter than a mocha color.
And it's matte as well.
It is probably the best to like deepen up your crease and like really make it like the shadow effect.
I used mine and I used that in my crease. That's the only 2 colors I really used was Naked 2 and Faint.
And then the last color is Crave. And it's the black color right there. It's good for your outer V, or you can use it as a liner. I've used it as a liner.
I don't think I've ever used it as a liner.
Did you guys notice it has shimmer in it?
It does. It does have a little bit of shimmer, but just barely.
No, I hadn't.
Do you not see it?
I do a little bit.
I mean, it's just barely in there. Mine has it, though. Can you tell on the swatch?
Look how black that stuff is, you guys. I just accidentally touched it. I need to make it.
But it's a good color for a night out.
It
We
works.
all are wearing this palette today. I did more of a
Night.
darker, smoky night look. What kind of look did you do?
Oh, I did it could be for a night out, it could be for it all day. Like if you have to go to work in the morning and then you're going out that night, then you can wear it for both. And you can even deepen it up a little bit with add a little bit more of the crave color if you wanted to make it darker for at night. And
I did pretty much just a daytime look. I guess you could wear it out at night too if you wanted, but it's not very dark.
it's really light.
Okay.
Bethany can go ahead and
Yeah,
tell us
as I was
about
saying,
it.
I used Foxy all over my lid, and then I went into my crease with Crave, which this is the second time I've used it because
It's so scary.
it's not really chalky, but you gotta
Fall
It
out.
takes a lot of blending.
You
Like
gotta
when you
blend
put
it.
it on there, it sticks right where you put it, so you really have to blend it out.
And you end up, if you put it on just your crease, it'll end up way down here because you gotta blend.
I was taking I was like, oh my goodness, this is like the second time I've wore it. I was blending, and it turned out all the way down here.
So you
I don't know
definitely
how.
need to use concealer or put something right there to keep
like
it.
a plastic.
But I just blend it anyways and then just use concealer and
Yeah, that's what I did.
But you might end up using a lot of concealer to cover that black. Is that all about your look?
Yeah, that's the only 3 that I used.
Okay. And then on mine, I actually used 4 colors, but I used, when I started out, I put Naked 2 as my transition color. And then I used Foxy as my highlight, and I put it all over my lid. And then I put Faint in my crease, and then I used Crave in my outer V area, just a little bit in the outer V area, just to darken it up a little bit. And we'll post pictures of an up close of each of our eyes somewhere. Each of our eyes. One of our eyes.
it makes sense either way.
Okay. One of our eyes will be here with a picture.
We'll have a picture of our eye looks somewhere.
Okay, and I used, let me even think what I used. I used Foxy as a base color. I just put it all over my lid, but then I went back over it with Naked 2, and that was my whole lid color. And then I did my crease with Faint and a little bit in my outer V too. And that's all. Pretty simple for mine.
I don't know if I mentioned that I used Venus as a highlight.
I don't know who says that.
I used Venus as a highlight also.
Yeah.
If I ever use Naked, it's usually Venus as my highlight. Naked Basics.
I think Foxy is a good matte highlight, but I like shimmery highlights.
I
I
do
like
too.
shimmery highlights too.
But you could also use Foxy or even Walk of Shame as a highlight. Either one.
I'm in love with my eye look. I'm just keep looking at it.
Looking at it.
Like I said, it's the second time I've used that black. I was scared of it. Ugh, black.
I'm proud of my eye look today.
Me too.
I think they all turned out really good.
Gotta admire it. So yeah, that's our review. I guess the positives is it's neutral, it's good
Travel
for travel. Cons, packaging.
That's the only con that I know about. There's not much of a fallout.
Another con, if you like variety of colors, there's not a huge variety.
This is a
But-
straight up nude palette.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple of colors I hardly even use, like Foxy and Walk of Shame. I hardly ever use those.
Look, the one I made the biggest dent in is Naked 2. Look at that.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Well, actually, Faint's getting pretty close to it.
Faint's the second.
I actually used the lighter shades. I'm probably blind in them. My bad.
But that's our review of the Urban Decay Naked Basics.
And is this pretty similar to the? I think you're the only one that has a naked.
The Naked 2 is the palette I have. I don't have the original Naked or the Naked 3.
Are they similar texture?
I guess they are about the same texture.
Yeah, except there's there's only 2 or
The thing
3
about
matte.
all the other
and-
Naked palettes, they hardly have any mattes, and this is a almost completely matte palette. But then when you go to the actual full-size Naked palettes, they're almost completely shimmer with only 2 matte shades.
Yeah,
in them.
Naked 2 only has, I think, 2 or 3 matte colors. And, they do have, I can't remember. They have one of the colors from this in Naked 2.
I think
I think it's either
Sorry,
Foxy
I think 2 of them
or Venus.
are returning shades, they're in other palettes, and then all.
Original.
4 all original, like new ones just in this palette.
Yeah, I think so. I just can't.
Awesome palette though.
I suggest if
Cost.
Oh, yeah, it's only $28.
$28 and then tax.
Unless you find some way not to pay tax. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like on an
I
army
think
base.
this should be a staple in everybody's makeup collection. Everybody's got to have a good matte palette, and it's good for travel. Like, this is like the only palette that I take with me when I travel.
Are we gonna take this when we go to our vacation?
Probably.
Probably.
If you're kind of scared to spend the whole almost $54, I think they went up to now.
Yeah, I think
on regular
Naked.
like the Naked 1, 2, or 3.
They are worth it, but if you just want to try it out, like if you like the formula and the texture, Naked Basics.
We love it.
Okay.
Thanks so much for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it.
And please give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe to our channel so we can do our giveaway. We promise we're not making it up. We really
Nope.
are doing a giveaway.
We just want some more
We've
subscribers.
almost gathered all of the things that we're going to give away. We have a couple more things, one more, 2 more things that we got to get, and then we'll be done, and we'll be posting it. I'm so excited.
I actually think
Find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
And YouTube.
Well, yeah,
Hopefully you already have.
hopefully you're here. But, yeah, we're excited to do our giveaway, and we have a haul coming up, too. A high-end, well, some high-end, some drugstore, mainly high-end stuff coming up.
I keep popping and opening.
I know, I do too. I'm sitting here opening it.
I just put that down.
Okay, but
So thank you guys for watching. Bye.
bye.